Yeah, I think I've been a little too hard on Buggy as far as like, yes, he's delusional, and yes, Whitebeard's gonna kick his ass. And I don't even know what Whitebeard's power is. He's gonna kick his ass. But you have to have a dream. To be a pirate is to have a dream. Like, what kind of a pirate are you if you don't have a dream? So let him have his dream. I will. I've learned my lesson. He's gonna learn his lesson. My favorite thing is that little evil look he gets on. Hey, wait a minute. Let me think about this. So good. So good. And then Crocodile and number one were they ready to rock and roll, man. They were going to dispense some justice. So fortunately, it went this way because it would have been ugly otherwise. And then meanwhile, Luffy's just like, well, I guess that's over with. One other thing about it, I love his philosophy. Somebody should accumulate all the various Luffy sayings into a book of philosophy, the philosophy of Luffy, right? Because he's got a lot of not for him being a complete dumbass, and he is. Dude's got some knowledge, man. You can't think. It reminds me of my favorite quote from Sons of Anarchy. If everything becomes, I can't remember exactly what it is, but to paraphrase, he was talking about like every interaction with another person in this motorcycle gang was I owe him or he owes me or he hurt me so I got to get him back, and so it became a ledger of checks and balances. Every relationship was transactional. And so when every relationship is transactional, that's all anything is. Like, everything's just, well, I owe this person, they owe me, they hurt me, I gotta get them back. I hurt them, I got them back, which means I hurt them, now they gotta get me back. It's just life just becomes meaningless. And it's all like a ledger of like an accountant of life, right? And it's all written in blood. That's kind of what this is here. Like, it's like saying, okay, I owe you a great debt. Well, yeah, I don't think of things like that because then when you repay your debt, then I feel like you owe me. Like I feel like I owe you because like say Jimby helps him rescue Ace. Luffy's gonna feel like he now owes Jimby for helping him save his brother. But really, all Jimmy was doing is just repaying his debt. But now Luffy owes him, and then, like he said, it never ends. Right? There is no ending to it. So it's a great way to look at things. And he just comes by the stuff naturally. He's not some deep thinker. What do I think about all the ramifications, all the angles of this? No, it's just what comes to mind. It shows his heart is in a good place. He's always going to approach things from a very practical, pragmatic. Pragmatic's probably not a word I'd ever use with him, but a very practical way, right? Like a simple way. Simple is not bad. Well, we could talk about this for hours, but I really do. Somebody should accumulate all his various sayings and knowledge into a book. Brain droppings has been taken, but we could call them rebel ballings or something. I don't know. We can workshop that. In the meantime, you know where we are. You know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Keep reminding me, you assholes. I do miss the crew, and this isn't as good because the crew's not here. I'll say that just in case you think I've changed my mind. Idiots. It's kind of like I forget what it's called, but there's a current that brings cold weather south along the coast of the United States, and then it gets down the equator and it brings that warm water back up. It's a big circle. But it's kind of like that, but it seems like this whirlpool is more powerful. I don't want a peaceful life. I didn't see that the first time. You don't want to die in bed, do you? Die like a pirate. Looks like it's over. Yep. Just chilling. Wonder if he's thinking about his crew. Probably. He does like to chill at the beginning of the front of a ship, though. We like that. We know that. Strangely contemplative. Hey, shouldn't you be steering? I smell fish behind me. How are we going to get through that gate, man? He is resting, though. Just by sitting there, he's resting. It's kind of like World War One. It was inevitable. It just depended when and where. It was going to happen. We're going to do the bird transition to filler or some shit. Oh, this is somebody was up here, wasn't there? Was it Nami? She was on Sky Island a short time ago. They did the bird transition. Maybe they are going to get the gang back together at Marineford if they're going back in time to show us what happened in the past, right? Stuck. Leave me alone, old man. I hear you. A-hole. Exactly. The hell do you want? I don't want your cotton candy. Oh boy. Sounds like she's choking on it. Yeah, yeah. This is what we're doing? This feels like filler. I like when she goes full vampire. Hey, it's kind of good. Good job, old man. Thank you for the skull fracture. So you just chilling? You trying to leave? Oh, the skyline is moving? So it can move. Shit, I didn't think of that. About 6 years. What do you not understand? Huh. 6 feet. Wow. Okay, that one was unnecessary. This was clearly miscommunication. She's never gonna make it, man. Wonder if she's gonna pass over Marineford on the way there. She's gonna kick his ass for a third time. Why don't you tell me shit? So it's just an elevator. I guess this would be helpful. He could probably make bank out here, right? Anybody got a fast rocket or something? course, she's going to a place they're not, right? So, what was? I should have memorized the order that they were extinguished. They were transported because if she's the first person that left, she wouldn't know that everybody else has also left. The last person to leave would know all these other people had already gone, so everybody's probably gone, right? So it just depends on what was the order you left. You were transported. I don't remember that order. I think I should just go back and rewatch that episode. But she seems to think everybody's still going to be there. She was probably one of the first people to got. I feel like it was it Sanji? Was it somebody I didn't like? Was the first one to leave? Don't remember. Oh, that doesn't look like Marineford. Not that I know what it looks like, but I don't think it's a desert island. Great. Hot as hell. I guess yeah. This is an island that needs weather. That's for damn sure. I can make this happen. Get me paid. But it's going to cost you. Get me paid. That's right. 100 million. Kill this old man. Yep, we're broke. How much do you have? Hey, let her negotiate. She could drive a hard but fair bargain. Kick his ass. Let me handle this from now on. Your idiocy aside, I love the way they talk. That aside, what would have been a good price? You think 1 million berries? Probably. They could probably accumulate that much. Everything comes with a price. So somebody else's island. We talked about this before, right? Somebody else's island is going to get screwed because you're causing rain here. They can make a good team. She can make a lot of money with this old man. Not going to help Luffy though. Yeah, looks good so far. Of course, it's probably going to cause a flood. Can't believe that son of a bitch went down to 100 berries. You ever want to whip a fictional character's ass? I'm sure quite often, right? But like, I feel confident I could actually whip his ass, unlike some of these other people. Like, I can't whip Magellan's ass, even though I want to. Now, you ripped off that old man. Come on, you got to cough up more than 100. Good shit. Yeah. He seems like a cool dude. I never doubted that. I'm just trying to get out of here. Yeah, look at her. She knows how to merchandise this. What are you talking about? Oh, so he gets 100 berries plus whatever she needs. Yeah, she's become interested in the money. It's what she's become interested in. Hell yeah. She's very smart. Like, we ain't seen her do any map drawing lately, but if she can learn this, I can help him a lot, right? Cool. Yeah, educate. Unfortunately, he's a Mr. Magoo type, right? Great. Now, about this domestic violence you keep doing that you're getting ready to do again. See, that's why I can't have you around. It does exact a price. Yes. Unbelievable. Don't show me what I can't. Oh, well, okay. Don't show me what I can't have. Hey, are we going to him? I guess we're going to touch base with everybody again. We're going to do this for a few episodes before we get to Marineford. That's right, his brain's been rewired. Oh boy. He's creeping me out. Agreed. You shouldn't have brainwashed him. You're a bad kid. I like that the dog has the Jordy eyeglasses from Next Generation. Yep, he's wild as hell. Got him a nightcap on. How many decades has it been since anybody slept with a nightcap? I want to say probably 6, 7, 8 decades. Oh shit! Put him outside so he can be wild. Put his whole bed out there. Damn, that's cold blooded, literally. You know his feet are cold as hell. Oh shit. Scarf, huh? You're not exactly the brightest star in the galaxy, are you? Well, that's right. Every creature has those eyeglass things. Getting wild again. But I want to be a refined gentleman. Well, I should obey the rules. Look at those sideline eyes. Well, shit. What would this show be if the author wasn't obsessed with weird animals? Not the same, for damn sure. We keep coming back to the island of Dr. Moreau. Even a turtle? Really? A turtle? The hell's a turtle gonna do? Shit. The dog's into it. What if he dies, though? This is a terrible plan. Yeah, exactly. Don't try this at home. I'm glad they told us. Look at him trying to be a gentleman. Kick his ass. Yeah, and you are the breakfast. Hey, still got some tea inside me. They're about to shove that tea kettle up your ass. Stomp him out. Oh shit. How did he pull that off? Does he have that door power? The door fruit? You need to replace his tea with cola. Great. Now they're in danger. Dumbass. Another thing I've noticed, a popular trend on this series, is taking flight before attacking. I promise you, an attack is stronger if your feet are firmly on the ground. I'm just telling you, man. That is the thing. You don't have to jump in the air to attack, but like that's another thing this show loves to do. It's all love and roses. You're old as hell. Violence is not the answer, but it is the solution. He ain't letting you talk, man. He's gonna wreck you. Look at it. He's beating you like you said Planet of the Apes sucked. That's right. Kick his ass. He's gonna beat you back to the old you. Man, he is pounding you like meat. That's right. He's gonna turn that tea into cola. I'm about to turn you into my bitch. You punched me one too many times. That's right. Let's go back to the old me. Kick his ass. You had your chance. I tried to have a life of peace and sunshine and happiness. Everything must go. That's right. Even the hair. Screw that tea. I'm turning you into my cudgel. That's right. He is funnier this way, I'll admit. Oh, great. He's a pervert. No cola. Get that shit out of your belly. We're going to the local vending machine. That'll help him out. He's cola powered. I love that about him, by the way. This advanced technology, man. Right. He also created Kuma. So this is going to be relevant to our interests. The clones, anyway. We don't care about any of these keep out signs, apparently. None of them. Well, no chance of getting stomped out here, especially when I'm underpowered. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. I say again. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. That was a great game. Yeah. Nothing good. See you in another 30 episodes when we return to this storyline. So, I'm intrigued by Nami. Like, she wasn't going to be much in a fight anyway. Not to denigrate her. Like, look at all the Straw Hat members. She's the least useful of all of them. So, that's just what it is, right? So, if anybody's going to learn some stuff that maybe can help us in the future for the next 400 episodes, whenever the hell it is they rejoin, and I do believe they will all rejoin together, then what she learns about weather can really help us. So that's more useful than her trying to rush to a place they're not even at, right? I thought maybe the island would like go over Marineford, maybe you'd look down. Wait a minute, there seems to be a really large war happening down there. Maybe we should check that out. And then she'd see Luffy and go down, right? That can still happen. But in the meantime, she's going to learn this knowledge. It's going to help us, and of course, make a lot of money. I mean, duh, right? That's definitely going to happen. As far as Frankie, maybe you can get some information about how to defeat the Kuma bots, right? That could be helpful. Of the rest of them, I think only Robin is in a place that could help us, and she's far away. She may be able to help us world building wise. I don't know that the rest of them, like there's Zoro. Like, what is that going to do for us, right? He's not going to learn anything there. He's not going to develop any new knowledge or tools that can help us, so on and so forth. Like Chopper, he's on Big Animal Island. That doesn't really help us. But these two storylines, I think, are most relevant, which is probably why we're returning back to them first. They'll be the most important in the short term, is what I think.